please forgive your girl for being other stuff on at the moment. I was trying to get something done real quick before I get up out of here. Um, Thank you for joining me. We're getting ready to go on a walk. We're gonna try to go extra further today because I need to hit the smoke shop and get a toy. As I told you earlier, this morning in the middle of the night, I broke my bong, and well, it's my birthday. So what we not gonna do? What we not gonna do is be without at the birthday time, right? And so, since I have this little deal going on with me, I'm going to let me see here if I can get my music. Donkey. Okay, guys, bear with me. Forgive me for a moment. You're gonna miss me while I go do something. Sorry. Focus CDS, I appreciate you for dropping through in the comments recently, my guy. We're gonna have to chat, but give me a moment. I'll be right back, you guys. I hit the wrong thingy. This between our bodies. Hey, all right. So I got music in my ear. I'm about ready to get up out of here. I'm gonna hit this bowl. I'm gonna get me a little water, and then we're gonna hit this stroll. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I gotta buy a torch too. Don't let me forget. So I'm gonna need to. I'll be there, get all into my dispensary feels and forget anyway. So, or remember and be overexcited. I got a budget, so I ain't too worried about it. It's how I like my chicken. This between us. I am learning. And if I'm gonna be out in the brightness that hold on, let me fix this sound issue. This happens every day. Between us. Come on. Media volume. Ta-da! Call volume should be all the way up. You guys should be able to hear me okay, but I've got music and can keep going. Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I'm learning to keep the place dimmer. Ooh, child, I know I need to clean up my mess. But I was upset this morning, so I pretty much just went right back to bed after I finished getting my early medicating in. And so now we're gonna get in our walk, and we're gonna use our walk to go and get a couple of things that we need from the shop and the store, hopefully. And then we'll go from there. One more time, let me just make sure that I know my true budget because I don't want to mess up there. My domain name is back under my possession. That's nice. So I'm gonna get to work on that. I had been anticipating someone else's assistance, but I'm just gonna reach out to someone behind the scenes who had originally offered. So we should be fine there. All right. So I was a little bit off on the budget, but I got my budget. I'll be all right. I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right. We're gonna get a couple of sips of coffee. I don't think that this is connected to the internet, but I'm just gonna take it with me anyway. No, it's not. Only this is, and that's gonna die before too long anyway. So we should be good there. I was almost y'all. I was getting ready to put y'all in my pocket like you weren't with me. Isn't that funny? I don't know. We may not go on this walk for too long together because of that right there. Let me hit this bowl one more time to get my life right. Personally, I like getting new Canada toys for my birthday. I also like getting onesies and plushies and electronics. I know. I'm a hot mess. Okay, so we've got that done. One thing I do need to do, you guys, really quick, is change or put on an undershirt just in case I get too warm on this walk. So forgive me for a moment while I let y'all look at the folks again. Ta-da. I'm just gonna put on uh, my sleeveless shirt in case it gets too warm on this walk because I really can't afford to get nauseous and whatever else. The good news is that Daniel is also out and about in the world and we're moving in a similar direction. So for some reason I have an issue or I can't make it, he can get to me. It's one of those things that um, kind of matters, especially right now during the continuing to heal phase, because I am testing boundaries and limits pretty much all day, every day. You know how that is. Some of us are always getting our boundaries tested. Standards. What do we really care about and that kind of thing. So, there's that part. Okay. So now I got that. I got that. I need my keys. I really hate that my headphone case keeps coming undone on me in my pocket. Um, it's kind of closed enough, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Got the card, got the cash. I'll grab something to drink on the other side. I already had something to drink on this side. It is fairly warm already this morning, but not quite hot, So I went ahead and made sure to put on the overshirt. Plus, I like wearing a sweatshirt sometimes. I think it's the former big girl in me. It's kind of like, um, well, it was one of those things that I wanted to be able to do. It was like when I was a teenage girl, it was kind of one of those dreams of mine to be able to wear my boyfriend's t-shirt and jeans or shirt and pants or whatever, or to be able to walk around the house in nothing but his t-shirt during the day. That kind of ridiculousness. So yeah, just trying out something like that. I don't know. Don't judge me. But it is, when you go from yo you and he wearing the exact same size or you something bigger than him, um, then yeah, it's just one of those things. You know? I think part of the reason that I enjoy wearing loose fitting clothes is because for so long I was a size where all I could get was tight fitting clothes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me having a negative outlook on things. It means like that sometimes, Not everything that happens in our life is a positive. Yet, can we turn it into a net positive? Is the goal. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. Just trying to get this little bit of mess cleaned up here. Whew. So, I spent a lot of time, we all have, trying to turn life into these net positives, right? Um, what's going to work for you? What's going to work for me? The community, I suppose. The more and more that I look around, the more I just see that people are consistently inconsistent. That being true to obligations and others is like just what they do. You know, they don't believe it. Like they say it, and on its face, they really do mean it. I'm not kidding. Like people really want to be better. I hear people when they say that. Holy shit, that was dangerous. So the bus pulls over to the side to let someone on, and this chick doesn't want to miss the light. Instead of just going ahead and moving over a lane when there was no car next to her, she stays in the lane where the bus is. This is how people get hurt. Like, it was not even necessary. Had that bus decided to move in that moment, I don't know. Some of the things that people do, just trashy for no good reason. That's the whole point about it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, well, I may be moving a little bit fast because I'm already feeling slightly winded, but then it could be some other things. So we'll just think that maybe it's some other things. You know what's funny is I remember fussing at my kids so often, being like, homie, how can you be all up in the camera and on the phone walking and talking and still be aware of what's going on around you? Ta-da! Like this. So anyway, I mean, there aren't a whole lot of clouds today. And I'm about to make this crossing, even though it says not to. Doing my little flat-footed airman run. Ta-da! We made it across. Okay. Tights are sliding off my butt. And y'all, trying to get my weight up has been something serious. This is a struggle, but we're getting there. Mostly it's a struggle to damn eat consistently, and doing things like this helps to some degree. Yeah, if I get all the way down here and get too fatigued and I don't get something to eat down there, I won't make it back, or I'll really feel terrible when I do make it back. So there's that. One thing I know is either at this light or as soon as I cross over to the other side, I'm taking off this sweatshirt because the sun on my back is driving me bonkers, honey. I'm trying to tell you. So, anyway, it was something about it. That Hercules thing, you know, shout out to the Disney kids. I guess that's what it is. Like I said in another stream recently, you know, I enjoy my little people. I grew up with them. I grew up alongside of them, not in the sense that I wasn't an adult yet. Like, I went through some of the other processes of maturing. You know, I graduated from college as my eldest was graduating from high school. Those things. When I say I grew up with them, I had milestones in my life the same time that they had milestones in theirs. And those milestones matched those with their peers and what I thought would be my peers, their parents. What I'm coming to witness is one, I had my children about 10 years, well, at least 5 to 10 years before my peers, for the most part. And two, most of my peers chose not to hang on to any semblance of their youth. Like, when we were kids, everybody was in a hurry to grow up. And now that everybody's grown, they're in a hurry to make everybody else grown. It's weird to me. Like, what happened to being able to enjoy youth? And the thing is you can enjoy your youth and be a parent. I just told you I did it. Yet, what I don't understand is why can't we allow the youth to enjoy their lives, the youngers to do what they want, make their own decisions and choices, and be supportive. So what? We didn't have it. What's the big damn deal about that? You can get it if you want it. There's opportunities abound. Right? Isn't that what they keep telling us all over the spaces? Well, you can get it. You can do anything you want to if you do this, and this. heard facts say less, more, around the way. I don't know. At the end of the day, we hear what you're saying and we're getting it. I was always ambitious. I always understood the things that I wanted in life, and I was logical, reasonable, rational about how I was going to go about getting it. And for a while, I was saying to people that, it's like, I really, I liked girls. I thought they were pretty attractive. I think that was more though because I felt insecure and unattractive as a young girl. And so I behaved that way. Um, and then later on, I had an opportunity to do whatever it was that I wanted. And so I did. I can't say it worked out for me in the best way possible, but it was a thing and it was a time. Excuse me, y'all, I need to fix my shoelace. So there's that. You guys know what's funny? One of the reasons why I make sure to be and stay flexible is because when I was in like middle school, maybe, if that, we were somewhere um, visiting from out of town. Ooh, I said I was going to take this sweatshirt off. I'll do it when I get down there. Anyway, we were visiting from out of town, and someone that we were with had to tie her shoes, and she just bent straight over and tied her shoes. And my mom was like, well, ain't none of my daughters healthy enough that they can do that. I was like, dang, bruh. I ain't even old enough to know I was supposed to be concerned about being able to touch my toes. But here we go. So I learned to touch my toes. And I've been doing yoga and exercising and stretching ever since. That's the thing. When I was a young girl, I wasn't really insecure about my weight until I was made to be insecure about it. There are these constant conversations about my size, the cost of this, the need for that, so on and such, to the point that I felt, well, insecure, somehow inadequate. And I moved to try to fix that or hide it because I was so often told that I was a size. I wouldn't let anyone know when I ate or drank anything. Well, I ate outside of what they saw, right? I began to hide the little things that I knew might get me into a situation with them down the line. Uh, so yeah, that was painful. It did some damage. So over the years, I began eating my feelings or hiding the fact that I was hungry. And then there are the other things that you get in trouble for. So, all in all, it was this life of being told to move this way, do these things. That's the one truth about it all is that I have said, first generation out of segregation. And many of us are saying and telling to the, talking to the youth, yo, shawty, uh, the ones before us got it wrong. Here's the right approach. Why don't we start with this, and this, and see what we can do? You want to talk about a Herculean feat? When you've got young adults who say that they see other people's children as something to get rid of because of how they were raised instead of giving them a chance. The way that we talk about, or that they used to talk about, putting down. There was a raven just passed overhead. The way that they used to talk about putting down, and they still do it, but they don't talk about it too much, fighting dogs, right? That's how we're talking about putting down someone's child. Is this really what we're doing right now? Is this really what we think seem to be saying is okay? I get it. We're disappointed in what we're witnessing, all of that. And I can agree that we need to do better, but bro, I don't know if this is how we go about doing better. Is all I'm saying. Because real talk, these children are gonna grow up having heard repeatedly all these other mothers and fathers saying that they should have been thrown away, aborted, gotten rid of, whatever it is. That's what they're gonna hear. And so as they move throughout the world, that's how they're gonna think. That's how they're gonna behave. As if they were straight up throwaway. Now, you see, these Gen Z babies, they just understand that they were either expendable or abandoned. But the next generation, they're going to come up realizing that y'all were okay with throwing them away. And then what? Where do we go from there? How do we build anything with that mentality? So, if we don't get it right, and I mean in this next cycle, we're pretty much done for. And I mean, as a people, American writ large, I don't just mean us, the ones that look like me. Oh, it certainly is going to probably affect us first, yet it's definitely going to affect everybody. And that's just the facts of the matter. All right, so we are almost to the shop. Yay, us! And we did it in like 20 something minutes. Super proud, kind of tired. Don't know how many steps I made. I might sit inside this grocery store after I'm done and take a little break. Girl, woo, honey child. It's T.I. Red. Good morning.
I like the Claymore one. When they do the riot test.
That's when I showed her that on YouTube before we watched their stuff.
How are you?
Pretty good. How you been?
I'm good. It's been a long time. I got sick and died, and now I'm walking and doing better. So here I am. So my fella's been coming up here, but this time I wanted to come and get a new pipe. I broke mine. And I definitely want to get a pack of the blueberry hemperillos already, pack of Newport 100s in a box. And we're at like a $30 budget.
I think best for that price would be one of these guys, the smaller glass on glass guys. Those guys are $19.99, and the Herc glass on glass piece that'll work with a banger if you want to do wax.
All right, so I'm thinking that might be what I do. I had one of those before.
Yeah, those guys, when we have them in stock, I'm surprised we still have some from the weekend. Those things are usually very popular.
And they're decent to clean compared to the other one that I had, because I had one like this, the bell-shaped one back there. Yeah. And what happened is it's the smaller one, and I pulled out the thing on the side, the stem, and it broke the glass.
Of course.
And I like my glass to be cold, so that's probably, I'm sure that was part of the doing it. It fractured the glass a little bit. So that's the only thing. I'm worried about putting the glass in the freezer.
Those guys, stuff like that.
Those should be okay.
Those guys are the tempered Pyrex glass. Those guys should be no problem with that.
Okay.
Don't put it in the freezer or whatever with water in it. Like, don't freeze the water in there.
Right.
But absolutely put the piece empty in the freezer. Absolutely.
Perfect. And that's what happened. I didn't realize there was water in there.
Yeah, and then that, unfortunately, that could happen with any of them, just the moisture. These guys, soft glass, those ones you can't do it at all. The glass, in terms of like falling over, is a lot stronger. But in terms of changing the temperature, hot water, cold, instantly will crack.
Gotcha.
It's a different type of glass than the regular borosilicate Pyrex glass.
Okay. So I want something adorable though. It's my birthday on Friday. So I want something cute and like I really did something. You know what I mean?
I got some new bubblers as well.
Right.
Oh, but they're so hard to clean.
Can be.
Mm,
It's like I have these guys also at $19.99, but they're the regular slide style.
right. No, I definitely need something that I can convert, and I'm gonna need a bucket.
I got like those guys for $34.99. Those guys are $39, but you would need a 45-degree banger for that. Not we currently don't have. I only have 90 degrees on those ones.
I'm sure this one's super expensive. How much is that one right up front?
This guy?
Yeah.
That one is $69.
Yeah. Those Phoenix ones are cute too.
Yeah, and those are actually it's a same thing. Smaller ones that are all that slide, and the weird peak looking ones. Those guys are a newer local company. They came from San Bernardino, California, about a year ago, and now they operate out of Saurita. So
Okay.
They're much more local-ish.
Okay, I need to be a grown up about this. How much is the black one right and gray one?
All of those guys are $19.99.
Yeah, let's do that smoky one then, and then let's get a bucket for it.
All right. Just the regular.
Yeah. Ta-da. And I'm gonna need a torch, and we're gonna get incense too. Hopefully, this is all gonna be under $60. Oh no! Now that might be a problem.
Honestly, for a banger, none of the torches I have will really work anyways. For doing dabs, your best bet and long-term cheapest and best option is what we do. Go to Ace Hardware at 22nd and Cole, and they carry the Benzomatic torch. It's like $20, and it's the big, skinny blue canister.
Like the kitchen torch?
Kind of. It's almost like a soldering torch, but not.
Do you know what the green Coleman?
Yeah.
You put the top on one
Yeah.
of those, and that's what.
Yeah, that's what we do. When you buy it at like Ace Hardware, you're paying $20, and it comes with a little tank of the propane, but you're buying the clicker thing on top, the actual
And our
spout.
first one lasted almost 2 years.
Yeah, the
And
clicker
we
thing.
both use it multiple times
Yeah, so
a
just
day, so.
Okay.
We switched it over to we unscrewed it, and we get those Coleman propane things from the grocery stores and Walmart for like it's a 2-pack for like $6, but each container thing lasts her and I months.
Okay.
And it's actually a big enough and controllable enough flame to where any banger will work with this. Any of the torches, including up to like this guy, the big one for 30, you'd be sitting there to the point where you either burn your hand, blow out, you're like mess up the button clicker, or just run out of fluid before you get 1 or 2 dabs in.
Gotcha.
So like,
Dang. Okay.
I could sell one to you, but if it's for that,
I mean, unfortunately, I still need a torch. But I
Yeah.
just don't have one at all. So whichever one's least expensive, most practical in the moment. And our total budget's $60.
let's see.
Because I'm more of a cold dabber than I am hot anyway. Because I'm always afraid that I'm like, look, I spent too much money on this, and I'm afraid that I'm going to burn it up really fast. Now I've gotten better about that part, and the money I figured out how to use them all to make it work. Right, you know, concentrate, flour, all at the same time. That part, so the money's not as much of an issue, but I'm still like, I'm a newbie with the dabbing. I don't want to think that I got it right and then just taste burnt.
It's just don't hold it in too long.
Okay.
Because
Don't.
the first time I dabbed, I did that, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I got a lot, and it almost like not killed me, but I was coughing, so that
Yeah.
be careful.
And mostly, like when you heat the banger, you're not looking to make the entire thing bright, just enough where you're starting to see the glow, and then you're good to go.
Okay. See, ta-da! We learned
Will it
something.
be cash or card?
It's gonna be card. Hey, Mark Harris. Sorry, I'm
It's
loud.
a 6324. Is that all right?
I think so. I forgot about the incense though. Dang. Okay, what do I have in there that I can take off? Because I really do need some incense.
You got a pack of smokes, the torch, the banger, and the piece. I was just tossing this in there for you.
I can save the pack of smokes till later. I've got enough for another couple of days. So.
Yeah, at that point, that on card that takes you to 5224.
Oh, then we're groovy, and I'm gonna go ahead and get incense. $5 worth. You grab. Can you give me a Sharpie and the little bags? I don't see.
Am I out down there?
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Mark, what do you want? Some of my cannabis, or you want some of my incense? Because I can't give you the cannabis; it's against the law. You have to come down here, sit on the porch with me, and we'll smoke away. Though it's what, $4?
Yes.
Let's see here.
Was it $5?
Yes. So we're gonna go strawberry. Do you have? Yep. We're gonna go swirl. We're gonna go one wise man. I need something really dark and doodly. Maybe Arabian Nights, you think?
That, or if we still have it after 9.
After 9.
That one is a very good other smells cover up,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense. That's the one. The owners do those ones. That's the one that he advertises to folks. If you need to cover up a smell in your house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's not my problem. I
Yeah.
have. If you don't love the smell of my medicine, you don't love me. We don't need to be together. That's all there is to it.
There's that part for you.
Exactly. I'll see you on the flip side, or call me, after something like that. But yeah. So yeah, it's funny. All right. So I've got those 5. You're doing that for me. Put these back in my pocket.
And then so I'm gonna have the water pipe and the regular bowl
Okay.
just like that, and then the banger is in its little bubble wrap taped up.
Sweet.
It'll all be together, not clinking around on you.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking care. That's one of the things that I love about you guys' shop. I've been, the entire time that I've been here, it's about 3 years now, one of the best shops that I've been to. And I was over on the west side for a while.
And
I've been,
definitely try to just make it a positive atmosphere,
yeah.
People come in and they're worried because they have questions. We're like, no, like,
Please.
ask anything.
That's what we're here
Like,
for.
we're here for you.
While I'm thinking about it, and I'm still getting this together, the kratom, have you guys heard any negative about folks overusing the kratom?
Well, all right. So the kratom is for 2 different things. People use it for some pain relief,
Mhm.
and there are people who originally it was used to help people get off of opiates.
Okay.
And so it does work for both
We
of
have
those.
quite a few regulars
We have a lot of
that
people.
like it because instead of, pain pills
Yeah,
or
pain
whatever,
medication,
they'd
that kind of
rather.
That said, and of course these days it's much different, the science on it, because the kratom's been popular for about 10 years now or so. Over that time, it has changed. Every company that does it has improved. But back in the day, it could also lead to, depending on the person and what they were already into, it could lead to a little bit of like behavior issues, but just like the drug they were currently taking or using.
Right. Well,
Less of that now, but mostly it does work for the light pain relief,
Right.
and it helps with the DTs, the shakes coming off of the dope.
see, I used to use it for the pain relief because I had been on opioid therapy in like 2017, 18 time frame. Oh no, 16, 17. And it was really terrible. Couldn't remember a lot. And I got that TMJ a lot.
Yep.
And then no one explained to me the difference between opioid dependent and being addicted. right? And so for the longest time, I'm like, well, which one is happening to me and what am I doing? So eventually I got completely off, but then I started trying the Kratom. It was working okay. It makes me smoke more, so I try not to use it. But the other thing is I saw, and this is a veteran here, he and his wife have been using Kratom along with some other herbs and whatnot in order to treat epileptic fits and some other things. But he ended up in the hospital. Now, here's the thing. She didn't know what the heck she was doing. It's hard enough to medicate with cannabis solo, but then to think that you're going to be adding in all that other stuff and not know. So, like, he's in a coma. And he was a young, healthy guy, big and swole. He's in a coma, and now she's like, well, I didn't mean to. I didn't know. But if you weren't paying enough attention, if you weren't really researching it, how can you do that? You know?
Yeah.
That was my.
I've never used Kratom, but I use the CBD. I have my medical card. I have real high risk, but I've also had spinal surgery, and I don't like pain pills because how they make you feel.
Exactly.
So I use CBD and regular weed, and the CBD helps take the pain away so I can actually get high.
There you go.
And that's what she needs.
That's exactly it. Well, see, me, I just go ahead and do a double dose of getting high. So I'll medicate first, and then I'll get extra high so I can relax with everybody else.
The CBD wax we used to have because we do straight dabs, and I'll put a little bit of the CBD wax on my stick and a little bit of the regular wax, and I am like on a cloud.
Serious.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk sometime. I make oils and butters too. Oh yes, ma'am. And food. I medicate all my meals. Here. So give me a pen real quick. I'll give you my YouTube channel. That's where I am now right now.
$38,000 in cash every day kind of thing. You'll see there's like stories of people who own dispensaries all around the country.
And then I'm on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. But anyway, JP.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Aspiring. My handwriting is bad, but it's Aspiring Matriarch.
Okay.
And I do medicated moments in my live streams, and we pretty much talk about what's going on in the world, politics, that kind of thing.
Awesome.
We'll definitely chat. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. See, that's how you get it done. Ta-da! I made a friend. I made an associate. Y'all know I don't do friendships. I made an associate. Cannabis friendly. Thank you, Mark, for dropping in. Whomever else stopped by, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We got new birthday toys. Daniel's getting us new birthday cannabis. The only thing we didn't get was new birthday food. Well, I'll have to get some more money to take care of that. It'll be a couple of days. That man plumber crack all the way out, y'all. I'll be trying not to notice these things, and I really don't want to say anything when I do see it. So yeah, keep walking and act like we didn't notice that at all. Anyway, I'm so excited. We're going to get it home and we're going to get something. Sorry, y'all. It's the little things in life. Like, that's why we were talking about introspection earlier when I was live. Jenny was there. And it's the key. Like, once you look inside of yourself and you recognize these things about yourself, you have to forgive yourself for how you made it through. And then once you forgive yourself for how you made it through, you have to begin to find the joys in the journey on the other side. And that takes time and patience. Mark says day date. Only if our day date is cleaning today, Mark. We got cleaning dates to do because somebody was, never mind. Some things stay in the house, you know what I'm saying? Some things just stay at home until absolutely necessary. How about that? Anyway, so we are headed back home, and we have been out now for 40 minutes. No panic, no real hiccups, hang-ups, that kind of stuff. I'm super thankful. Not a whole lot of noise in the world. My tummy is talking to me. So I'm definitely going to get home and make me something to eat. Maybe some avocado toast, although I do have some baked spaghetti from last night that I'll be able to finish. I've got incense, so the house will smell good, and not like pine sol and bleach once I'm done cleaning. But, well, the next thing on my list to do is get home, feed myself, and clean. I'm going to take a nice, long, medicated bath. I'm going to exfoliate with some brown sugar scrub that I made. And then I will make can of butter, can of oil, maybe medicate something delicious. We'll see. Before I get too far, I have never really paid much attention to Irish sea moss. Mark? Okay. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything behind before I got too far to the smoke shop. Okay. I have been told by a couple of people to try out the sea moss. Yet, as you just heard me talking about this other herbal stuff, it was a veteran. Oh, young man, what is your name? I'm so sorry. I can't think of it right now. His wife is a YouTuber. And he was healthy. They had separated. She was dealing with some things, right? She had her own, like, some health issues, and she wanted to lose weight. So she went on this herbal extravaganza cleanse thing, right? While they were separated, and then he decided to go back, and then he went back, and she started giving it to him, and then things went all hinky. He went from being healthy and well to in a coma, and I believe a Tucson hospital or Phoenix, one of them. I need to check. His Vaughn McCrae, that's his name. Vaughn McCrae, Mark. So I would say look into Vaughn McCrae. I'm going to, and if I can find it, an update, I'll do the update. If not, I'll at least go ahead and try to get the story done in the next couple of days. But Vaughn McCrae, he was out of the military, healthy, fit guy, went back to his cauliflower wife, by the way, which is why the space ain't gonna talk about it, because you know how they feel about the cauliflower girls. They're God's gift to everything, so this space damn sure ain't gonna tell you that one of them is almost killing the veteran. Hadn't been well enough, and some other things in order to be able to do it, but I think I got time. I don't know, Mark, something about surviving death and being able to walk down to the store and back in about an hour, unassisted. 6 months from A to B. We'll say 7, maybe. I think I'm doing pretty damn good. So I got time. I'll do some research. But yeah, they were using things like kratom, sea moss, all those Dr. Sebi herbs. So, excuse me. I'm not saying that holistic or herbal remedies aren't it. What I'm saying is we need to do a better job of researching those things. I didn't become a cannabis consultant just by being a weed smoker. I have my bud tender certificate. I studied cannabis in many ways. I researched terpenes and the things that I need in order to be able to get it done. Right, certain herbs don't go well together. You're making a poison and you don't recognize it. I'll give you an easier example that's not so much an herb, but it's going to be easier for people to understand. So just bear with me on this. It correlates, okay? So when I was running the daycare, I had little boys who would piddle, and my boys, they'd leave that little thing on the floor. You know how they do. Y'all be missing, fellas. Y'all be missing when you're younger. Y'all miss when you're older if you ain't paying attention. But anyway, they would miss when they were younger. And so, oh, baby. JP's a little tired, y'all. Oh. It's the walking and the talking. But if you can walk and talk and keep the same pace in your voice and your rhythm, then you're doing a really great job. Your heart rate's in a really great place. You ain't gonna pass out no time soon. Take a break when you need to take a break. That's all it is, okay? Right, you've got to be careful in research, but it's okay. So I called my stepmom to ask her for some support in dealing with the sprinkling while you're tinkling. And she was like, well, today you got to put down a little bleach. Use a little bleach. Use a little bleach. Well, I don't know if I don't know. Yes, y'all missed. So I used too much bleach and no water. And y'all know urine is just ammonia. Urine is straight ammonia. And what happens when you mix ammonia and bleach? You get a caustic, substance that is, woo, child. It's killer. You could die. It's poison. Quite literally, it is poisonous. So I made this little noxious gas by mistake and had to shut down my daycare for the afternoon, take all the kids to McDonald's and either have another daycare provider come pick them up or their parents came and got them early, and I lost a half a day's worth of pay. All because I wasn't careful with my measurements. That's how easy it is. So when you're talking about herbs, you've got to be careful. You have to research. You have to understand. And we live in a time where it's Western this, it's Western that, or Western science, So no one is going to assist you. Yeah, kind of like mustard gas, Mark. But no one is going to assist you in getting or attaining that understanding, mostly because they don't know and aren't willing to go to the places that do know. They'd rather claim the language for themselves. Lord, if that ain't a mixed up purple right there, y'all know that's a mixed up purple right there. Look at her. She on the front, pushing the trike. He on the back with a beard and his hands on. He in the bitch seat with a beard and a goddamn. What the fuck are we doing out here, people? Who that? Hey, Missy, Nikki, baby, how's your spirit, child? These folks, honey, I truly can't. I really can't. Because that don't make no damn sense to me. She got a big old blue tennis ball head pushing the trike. And I understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has the right to live their life. It's just seeing some of the things y'all are doing in this life make us wonder. Make it want to holler, throw up both my hands. Like, y'all got me tripping. But anyway, I'm going to get myself together and get on across the street for somebody to get mad and try to take me out. Talking shit about their babies. And be careful, like I don't know, I got glass in my hand. What you mean, stop, Mark? I'm just saying. I want to rub her head and tug his beard. I feel like we are living in Aladdin right now. I'm saying. Make some wishes, Mark. I got a lamp right here. I'm gonna rub the bong and you make a wish. And let's see if we don't get some shit. I'm wishing to win the lottery on my birthday, okay? Everybody rub your bone and make your wish that JP wins the lottery on her birthday. That would be the height of JC's, because this is crazy. I just, woo. Ah, Jesus. Oh, that's the Lord fucking with me, Mark. Oh, that's the creator talking shit. He said, JP, you better chill out now. You can say something, but you can't say too much. Ah, when the universe makes you trip over your own damn feet, you know you're doing the most, bro. With glass in my hand. He ain't playing with me. What you mean you ain't got one, Mark? I'll rub it for both of us. One time for JP, one time for Mark, one time for Nikki. Let's go ahead and get JP this lottery money, baby. What are we team. I win, we win, remember? And then there's the fact that the person who won the $1.6 billion ain't claimed it. Send me the ticket, homie. What it do, Partly Cloudy, baby? I just bought new toys. Or a new toy. You want to see it? We'll see it when we get home. We're almost there. And my throat hurts. Pause. I was going to go somewhere else with that. I'm going to be a respectable young lady. Mind my P's and Q's. Oh, yeah, Mark, the universe will trip you up when you start acting a damn fool. Don't get it twisted. The universe will be like, you doing what now? Oh, that's how you feel? Oh, you want to talk some shit about something that I made out you? I don't care how what I made is acting. That's my child. You don't talk about my child like that. Trip. And that's exactly what happened. Thankfully, the creator loves me enough not to allow me to bump my face in the process. That's all that is. But at the end of the day, woo, baby. All right. We're almost back to the crib. Thank y'all. We did it in less than an hour. We made it there and back and got goodies. Oh my God, we are doing it, y'all. Your girl gonna be super strong before long. I get something damn help me with these achy knees. And this sounds like Donkey Kong. Y'all gonna have to look out for me. Y'all already know I ain't got to good since God gave 2 naps. And then he done let me get healthy too. And the freedom to speak my mind. And I done got rid of most of the damn bullying, trolling. Oh, honey, I'm so excited. Ooh, ooh, I just can't hide it. Oh, that's right, Mark. Happy days. Happy days. I remember that song because I really wasn't into Joni and Chachi like that. No offense. What am I gonna do? I saw the Fonz the same way that I saw Elvis, and I saw Elvis like a thief in broad daylight. You know, that culture vulture, appropriation shit. Everybody want to do it. It is at peak. It's an all-time high right now because, you know, it pays to be black. Right now, hip-hop has been around long enough that it's been quote-unquote legitimized by popular culture to the point where, you know, you A$AP Rocky, I think it is selling shit to chicks and then still acting like ass in the world from time to time. Although he is a daddy now, so that's hot. That is hot. Parenting does that to us. Yes, he did rip off the blues, Mr. Mark. Yes, he did. All right. I am going to open up this curtain, and then we're going to open up our toy, and I'll go from there. I don't intend on opening I don't intend on getting on the Restream right now, but with all my excitement, there's no telling what I'll do, so don't quote me on that. I do need to make some fresh hot water and get a toddy in me sooner than later. Ow. I just slapped myself with the curtain, y'all. That's how bad it is being me, JP. Okay, that light is off. Trying to conserve your girl's eyes. All right, so this is the toy that we got in March that we have already put a hole in over here on the side. Due to the downspout, it getting frozen more than once with water in it, there was a fracture in the glass and it broke when I pulled the downspout out this morning. So, as a birthday gift to myself, I went out and bought new torch, new bowl, banger. So think of it like a 2-in-1. I can dab and I can smoke flour. And I got a cute little one. And he did a very good job of packing it for me, which I appreciate. Ta-da! got a little smoky glass inside, smoke glass on top, and then it has its own separate. I do like the bell shape. I like the percolator in there. Um, that adding of the air does something for me. He says, JP, with the can of butter, is it like a no, Mark, because the compound butter, you tend to just let it soften and mix things into it. With the can of butter, you're gonna have to heat it and then allow the whatchamacallit to melt into it, the concentrate. Closest might be a mounted butter, but that would be if you were making a sauce. Like if you're making a mounted butter sauce, then you can, melted into it that way. But it's more of you're going to slowly melt the butter and then add the concentrate. I did a live on Instagram, Mark, yesterday, and I made a quick can of butter. You can see it over there. It's live now. We put it back up last night. This one was going to take a little bit for me to turn it around. These, you guys, are my absolute favorite wraps. Okay, they're hemperillos. They are super strong. Okay. They have a wonderful flavor to them, not too much of the flavoring, right? There's not a whole lot of that going on. That weird, it's not chemical because it's not. These are more clean than some of the other ones. These are cleaner than, say, the White Owls. What's that other one? White Owls, Zigzags, and Twisteds have all had a bit of issues around the cleanliness of product. So these hemperillos, one, they're hemp wraps, not tobacco, and two, they're much cleaner than some of the others were. Now, they are still an out-of-country product. Last I can tell, these are now coming from... Yeah, they're coming from California, but made in Mexico. So that was why they weren't around for a while. And that's why I stopped smoking blunts for a while. Because I do not like these. These are the Kong wraps. And they just don't do it. They're too sweet, too flavored. And so this one is a wedding cake. This one was for Daniel. These are my favorites. So, yeah. Oh, and then here's the bowl to go with it. Now, I've already got a bowl, so this is an extra one. And this is a little bitty, like a 0.25er bowl, right? Now, my bowl, see, comparison. And this is what I need to do to medicate. And then I can medicate and then use the smaller bowl to go ahead and recreate after medicating. But at the end of the day, as you can see, my bowl will fit. It's just now, look how close that is to my face. Once I get a flame on it, I'm just going to show you. You definitely aren't really going to want to be trying to do the torch on that one. But the smaller one, that one, it'll be just fine. All right. And so, as he said, put it in the freezer without water in it. And just a little side note, you guys, freezing cooties works the same as heating cooties. You'll sterilize them. You'll kill them. They got to get really, really, really cold, though. Just a side note, in case you didn't know. So I'm going to put this one in the freezer, and then I'm going to come back and hit this one. If you guys are in the cloud or in the chat, you want to drop down, you want a theme song, or you got a question, I'll do that, but I'm not going to go on to Restream. Also, to the ladies out there, make you some sugar scrub. It is super, super easy, great for exfoliating. Your fella will even appreciate it once he tries it. And it's really nothing but equal parts brown and white sugar and enough coconut oil and olive oil to make wet sand. Like that. I exfoliate my face. I do, these parts here. Back in the day, y'all, I had all of the little this stuff here, the hump back here. You just have to take the time to take care of yourself. You have to know what's necessary to take care of yourself. Now that part, I'm still working on. So we were talking about being in the shop. If you all were with me, we were discussing the banger, which that's this piece for you to be able to do a dab. If you all are listening in sometimes when Big Rig is on the panel with me, you'll hear him, and that's what he's doing, right? So he's got something similar to this setup. I've got water that would go in here, and then you've got your banger here. Now I'm a cold dabber, so for me, um, I'm going to do it a little bit different than some other folks. I prefer really like the hey oh. So there's the ability to hit the bucket, get it nice and hot, and then drop the concentrate in, and that's why you need a carb catcher, right? So you would drop your concentrate down into here. The bucket's hot. You drop your concentrate down in here. You put the carb catcher over top, and you pull up. Right? And that's going to get you your smoke. You have water, do you? Okay. Mark says if he loves seeing. Oh, yeah, definitely with mason jars. I want to grow some herbs in mason jars, Mark. I think I'm going to do that. I've got, I might go ahead and take the cilantro and what I have right now and put it into these smaller jars that I do have. When I store my cannabis, I store it in short ball jars, right? That way it's a glass jar. I should really put it in a dark jar, but this will work just the same as long. You really want it glass, non-porous, something where it can stay fresh for as long as possible. And then in a pinch, say for instance that your cannabis is starting to get dry because you've had it longer than necessary, you want to have water pillows. And I keep them on hand. Realistically, I need to get new ones, but you could just basically re-wet this, dampen it a bit, and put it inside of the jar with your cannabis. And then, ta-da! You've got re-moistened cannabis. Now, it's going to be a little bit peppery because it's getting older and dried out some yet, but it's still smokable, and that's the most important thing. Remember, I told you guys that I have other tools, so in case I was really in a pinch, really in pain, got to get something in quick, this is my nectar collector, and I needed a torch for it. So now this, and then you get your little dab mat, you put your cannabis, your concentrate down there, and you're going straight up. You're dabbing up on that. Now, hunty, that is straight to the dome. No chaser. Be ready. If you're not ready, you'll run from your eyes and your nose and your mouth, just stuff. And it is not cute at all. Just saying. Yes, in a cool, dark place, Mark. Treat it like any other herb. If you're going to put it out in the, it doesn't need to be out in the sun unless it was already in the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's still fresh. Torch. Sexy. Wood grain. I'm goofy. I am so ridiculous. So right now I am finishing up this Jack Herer that I bought last week. And getting myself together for the day. Let's see. Where are my incense? Oh, I already put them in the jar up there. So I bought these new ones too. Let's see. Normally we just get these 3, but I was like, let's try some new ones, but I know these work. And the scent enhances everything about your smoking session, enhances your smoking session. Or impacts, let me put it that way. We are moving on up, Mark. We're doing big road up things, boy. Doing big road up things. Anyway, everything that goes on inside of your smoking session impacts your smoking session, your medicating session, everything. So whatever you got going on during that time, make sure it's right and make sure you choose appropriately. So I try the strains. The scents. Smell them out. We've got After 9, Big Red, which is this really cinnamony flavor. The After 9's kind of deadly. The One Wise Man, Swirl, and then Strawberry. So it's early in the morning, and I'm feeling street sweet. I'm feeling street sweet. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and light this strawberry incense, the strawberry shortcake. And perhaps that's what we'll have for. I know. I promise I owe you guys French toast. I'm gonna get it done. I promise. I am. I'm gonna work on it today. I've got to get through my Canva because I really want to do it nicely. But there's some things that I need to get done in the Canva behind the scenes. I need to create a template for the recipes just to make it easier for me. And if I don't get that template done today, I'll just go ahead and make the French toast anyway, and then do the template later. Uh, Strawberry is one of my favorite scents. I am not a fan of vanilla in any form anymore, and I am not a fan of honey scented, well, fake honey flavored things. Those two things are really, really not my cup of tea. So we're gonna take this and put it in the freezer. And let's see, we're gonna see about getting us some hot water going again for tea. And oh, definitely need to put more water in there. Man, we did it, y'all. We did a walk, a talk, all in an hour. We replaced my bowl the same day it was broken, which is something that I haven't been able to do in quite some time. Just replace something as soon as it was damaged. You put so many things ahead of your own needs. So many people and things and time, whatever, stuff that it's nice once you can finally just go ahead and do something just for you. And don't get me wrong, I do make cannabis content, so it will be a tax write-off keeping that damn receipt. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is it's nice just to be able to go ahead and get it out of the way. We don't often get to do that, is all I mean. Let's see. Mark, you said I like vanilla too, but it's in the man. Nah, see, you're right, Mark. I used to like vanilla. It's kind of like the way the cauliflower chicks and the bougie brown chicks like that damn pumpkin spice shit today. They just wore me the hell down. Every broad that had a Bath and Body Works card and every broad that got a Bath and Body Works card because they all trying to build up their credit. So every broad with a Bath and Body Works card has some damn vanilla scented something or other. And when you're hanging around a bunch of women who are anyway, it was like hanging around in a vanilla shakedown. You gonna love this vanilla. We gonna get rid of you type situation. Like you love the vanilla. Love the vanilla. I don't like vanilla. I don't like vanilla to the point where I was willing to just go ahead. Oops. There we are. Oops. I don't like vanilla to the point where I got into alternative lifestyles. I don't like vanilla. Call it what you will, but your girl just can't do it. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, Mark. I don't know about all that one. But okay, so I'm going to turn on this. I'm going to play this song first because this is one of my absolute favorites right now. Man, they choked me. Why can't I? I mean, literally, Mark, you just walk in there. Mark, you've been around these women. Do you know, this is one of the things. Being with fellas, they'd be like, JP, I just want you to smell, you're fresh out the shower scent. And I was like, bro, you trying to tell me I stink? He's like, no, you soft and you smell good. You smell like a person. I was like, what? Yeah, you smell like a whole woman. That's all I want for you. Smell like a woman. What? Okay. You got it, homie. Nope, I can meet that feat any day. All you want me to do is just take a shower and smell like me? Say less. You ain't got to tell this girl twice. I'm all over that one. All over that one. And so, yeah. I make my own body scrubs and oils. And to be honest, that wasn't my ex. It was someone else in my life who made me appreciate myself that much. I know, Mark, right? Look at them bad boys. Hold on. Oh, my internet trying to die on me. But yo, that's what happened to me in the live the other day. My internet was like, yeah, nah, pimping. We decided we don't want to play no more. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. But yeah, Mark, look at him. Look at him. Look out so silly. Bow. Your girl is doing it. Oh, silent diamond. No, Mark, if I was flexing, then I would go ahead and start working on this split right here on this live and be disrespectful. That's if I was flexing. If I was flexing, I'd be up in this bad boy breaking out yoga poses and shit like that. That's if I was flexing. I'm not flexing. I'm not flexing. If I was flexing, I'd be doing, no, never mind. I hear Big Rig right now talking about JP, put your leg down. Look, see, you talking about JP? No. Well, what you want me to do, Mark? Flex or not flex? Dang it. These men, I be trying to, I tell y'all, they don't know. Y'all drive me. Y'all drive me. Where my song go, man? Okay, here we go. We're going to try this one more time. I'm going to get me a banana real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. It just took a minute. The music was low. Big Rig here is Big Rig in the clouds. Like, I ain't getting on that. That girl up too early. That's what Big Rig is thinking. I don't know. Big Rig is like, she was up when I went to bed. She up when I went to the bathroom. I'm not gonna encourage this nut by getting into the chat and talking to her. He listening to me from the bed, dabbing right now. He was like, I'm not. I don't go there with her. It's okay. It's all good. Big Rig was one of the first people to leave me a comment below one of my lives. He is a true day one. Quantum, April. I probably even give Darrell day one status. Really day one? Mr. Stewart? Enya comes around every now and then. I haven't seen Enya in like months, but yeah. The mothers got in their feelings when I wouldn't give up on Darrell. Which I find strange. Because, you don't want nobody to give up on your son. And then I don't know who got upset and came after me when they found out about Daniel not being my son. But everybody got their feels and perspectives and whatever. I don't too much worry about them like that anymore. You said Darrell brought you here? Aw, yay! Thank you, Mr. Long. You still on my shit list. Yeah, I don't know where you is in the clouds, whatever. You say you check in whenever you feel like it, whatever. You are still on my shit list, Mr. Long. Okay, Mr. Long. You need to pause. I don't want you to feel some type of way about that. You're still on my shit list. Just so clear. Don't think that because I like Mr. Mark and a couple other people that happen to find me through you, that you can't have sticky shit too. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of, how about we play that Caroline? You're the reason for the work. In my birthday week, I go act like a dog on fool. In my birthday week. In my birthday week. I know. I'm a mess. You love me though. I would let y'all work out with me. This is pretty much it for the most part. We've done the walking. We'll do some stretching. I'm gonna dance like a dog on pool, whether y'all are here or not. But my clothes don't seem to stay on. Right? Pause. They're like they slide and they move. The shirt come up and this and that. I ain't trying to worry about all that. I'm just trying to get my workout in. Thank you, Mark. That's it. I just try to share what I can where I am and value. Sometimes people will ask for my link and someone will drop it. I forget a lot of times. I could probably have more subscribers where I actually more minded in that way. But yeah, down to Mars, girls. Yeah, roses really smell like. I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but hey, get it. It's like that. Excuse me. For the word bitch. I bet you do, Mark. How about this one though? Crash into a ditch. Just playing. You know this one? I'll be right back.
I just want to know. I mean, shit. To be honest with you, man, she's a bad thing. Funny as hell.
Hey!
Oh my God. Baby.
What was this, like 2017? Yeah, this is right before I left Durham. Hey! Get it? Shake it. Oh! What? Get mad. What? What? Oh, you can't really hear it because I walked away. I apologize. My bad. And then there's this song. This was like at the height of or the end of the Game of Thrones series. I love this song though. I'm not gonna front. Let me turn this down. Turn this up. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we can make some noise and irritate the cauliflower people.
I got the baddest. So they keep hollering at me. Told I'm a young OG from the West and I'm ripping up the 503.
I have to clean up, so I don't think I'm going to be live on IG at 9:30 like I would want it to. Yeah, I've gotten in 2 lives technically on this Tuesday because one early this morning and one now. So there's that. Hey! You got so much potential. No, baby. We do not get with potential. We get with the person. We get with them for the passion and the purpose. You said don't irritate him. Nate talking about hammer, don't hurt him. All right, fine. That's where we going next. Mark said it, not me. I don't know what you're doing, Mark. I don't know why you be messing with me when you know I'm just. Listen, I got Oscar on my side and shit too. was gonna be laughing with me. He be mad with the. Y'all can't hear it because nobody need to hear it, and don't nobody need to see me act a fool over here. Okay, we gonna get tacky now. We gonna get tacky because y'all let him get tacky back in the day. Mark, do you remember the tackiest song that this man ever made? Mark, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you put it in the chat. I want you to name the tackiest song that MCM Hammer has ever made, and you have 10 seconds starting now. Oh, hammer time. Oh, we about to burn some real calories now, Mark. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Ow! Bumps in the bump, bumps in the bump. Oh, we like the girl with the bumps in the bump. Oh, sugar. I need to get my act right together. I'm doing all the wrong things this morning. Bump to the bump, bump to the bump. Ah, I like the girls with the bump to the bump. Give me the girls with the bump to the bump. What up, Robbie? How's your spirit? I'm still here, Mark. Oh, I just had a little moment there. Think I forgot where I was gonna go. Dang it. Oh, that's what it is. Here we go. After that, we gotta go right here. Hey, Libra season. Turn it up now. Aye. Shake the rope. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Hey. Shake your rope. Robbie, I just came back from a walk and picking up new glass because I broke this one this morning, and I was not going to go into my birthday hump day without all of the accoutrement. So Daniel is picking up my new cannabis supply. I do have some here, but you know, birthday sprains. Yay! And then, child, check me out. Hold on, look. Raw. Girl, look at that definition, though. I'm doing big things out here, pimp. Look at that. That's muscle. Look at it. Oh, what? And all I be doing for the most part is sitting in this chair and dancing like a fool with y'all and cleaning my house. Check that out, though. Rod. Bow. Y'all gonna love this skinny chef, and damn you for being all. Me and Ron got some low beef she didn't even know we had, and I didn't know we had it till she felt some type of. She made it clear how she really be feeling about skinny cooks and whatnot, slim thick cooks. It's cool. We're gonna have a frittata off. We gonna do some steak lyonnaise and get it there. We gonna get our act right. She-ra, Mark, come on, really? Did you have to go there with the dad joke on a Tuesday? Did you really, Mark? Early, okay, it's cool. It's so funny because like there's Mark and Daniel. I feel like I just need a John in my life. Pause, and then me. I really am gonna be Jesus at some point. I'm gonna get my act right together, y'all. Uh, I'm gonna play Rain because I'm gonna play the adult version and not the church version because well, it's the adult version that I remember. Um, because that's when I became an adult. Around that time, anyway, is when I became an adult. Don't tell nobody. I be trying. Anyway, what'd you say, Ross? She said, I am trying to be bad about it, baby. I'm trying to build me a program that can support what it is that I'm trying to do long term. Write, organize, create, communicate. So I have to be healthy enough to get that done, which means that I got to get up, get my act right, get my discipline in. And then I share with y'all because y'all are my community. And I know if I need it, there's someone in my community that needs it too and doesn't know how to say it, doesn't know how to go about it or whatever it is. What I've come to find, though, is that people hear me say, I'm here for those who can't, don't, or won't say or do or whatever it is. That is not for someone else to then say, well, I'm going to take what JP said and I'm just going to run off with it. Not understanding what it takes to motivate people who have never been poured into because it's different. I don't know. I can't blame myself for the choices that other people make. What I can do is say that I wish that they would be more careful. Consult me. It's not that hard. It's like $25 or $50 on the buy me a coffee, depending on which one of them you're trying to ask for, cannabis or spiritual consulting. You want a YouTube course? Pay for something else over there first, and we'll do that. Because this YouTubing thing isn't what's important to me. The people, mostly the children, are what's important to me. And so now we're going to go to the other Rain because I done got it out my system. I kind of just needed to I couldn't go right into Jesus after Ratchet 3. I had to have some type of break between the Ratchet and the Lord. And so we just used the secular moves through. That's kind of what we've been doing so far. There are a lot of us who've given up on the idea of church in the conventional sense. I'd even venture to allow for the term unconventionally Christian. Yet at the end of the day, we all know that you were never meant to be Christian. So, right, a buffer, Mark. I couldn't go from twerking and popping to just, yes, I know the Lord is watching at all times, Mark. That's besides the point. Follow me. So, yeah. Raw, I've been working on getting my video, my outro completely done, and a new intro. I have my own song for the outro. I'm trying to ask the same gentleman or Big Rig to help me do a song for the intro. I like pissing off YouTube and using YouTube music because I'm like, yo, bro, seriously, in the in-betweens for my theme songs and whatnot. But the opening and close, I'm thankful to have someone who was willing to work with me to write a song. And so I'll be starting to put that and some other things up on my Buy Me a Coffee. Mark, the Lord don't know what to do with me, honey. He just like, you know what? Just let this child go. She gonna be saying. It's just like I was up there and I was like, oh, homie, I don't know. Jesus, he did the best that he could. Just that. My brother will be all right. Go on, Jesus. Go ahead now and sit. Kind of. No offense, don't take this the wrong way. It was kind of like when Lil Podcast got his 1,000 subscribers and it was like, you deserved it. You earned it. You ain't get it all right, but you got some of it right. That's how it was for me up there. I was like, all right, Jesus, you did your thing. Now go ahead. Look at the children now. Look at the cherry. No, you ain't really get it all, did you though? Huh? All right. Okay. I was petty even in heaven, Mark. I done left my body, went up, talked to my creator and my mama, cursed out all the cousins and siblings and everything. Rain, rain on, rain, ow, on, we need it, ow. Oh, this always make them mad early in the morning. This was a song that we played the morning that I got up. After it was all over, there was sunshine and we need it. When you all get to be 47, you had better be this goddamn happy or you have done it wrong. Period. Did you call me petty, Mark? All that dancing joy I just had. Petty JP and patient Lord. That's Hey, Mark, maybe that'll be my singing group, JP and the Petties. Oh, are there any songs about being petty? Let me see if I can find a petty song real quick. There's got to be some type of song about being petty. Oh, the person that comes up is Tom Petty. All right, there's a Lil Durk song. Let's go with the Chris Brown song. I'm a little anxious about the little. This terrible, ain't it? I don't know, Chris. I ain't really like that one. Let's listen to Lil Durk's. We got to have some more other petty songs, man. When I first started, if I couldn't find one, what I would do Because I would just search that term, like songs, sorry y'all, about. Alright, songs about being petty. Okay, it said Beat Academy of Kansas City. Here we go.
Okay, let's go. You saying that I can't sing. You sound like a rat in a fighting ring. Ooh, can't you do your own thing? Always gotta give my phone a ring. So I'm coming with a clap back, gonna bust your kneecaps. I'm coming in looking like this. You look like a burnt chicken on the other. I feel bad if you don't like me, but you always try to fight me. Wanna talk behind my back, but you surprised when I talk smack. Girl, I'm cooking in this kitchen, so you better get your bitches. I'm not playing games. I'm kicking ass and taking names.
It's got like a JJ Fad feel to it that I just can't. Nope, not feeling it. Not feeling it. Since I'm not feeling it, what I'm gonna do is play my song because I am feeling it. And I have been working on this video using the song, so there's that too. Get your stack over there.
Black love is the scaffolding between power and understanding, the freedom in knowing the gravitational call to the stars, the refinement necessary to keep them from colliding, the knowledge that our story isn't cautionary tales or careless whispers. Your systems will be measured, their void put on display. We are the color born of a galaxy in darkness, black excellence. Before that, before that, before that.
So Raspberry Legend, T-Wise, T&W. Run for my people, die for my people. Run for my people, die for my people, yeah. Run for my people, die for my people. Run for my Gigi, die for my people, yeah. Die for my people, yeah. Run for my Gigi, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. Run for my Gigi, yeah. Run for my Gigi, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. I'll be slipping with the moves, yeah. Only thing I'm trying to prove, yeah. Tell me the chat ain't no easy, yeah. Most of my niggas are crazy, yeah. Only fuck with the fam like I'm Meechie, yeah. There ain't nothing you can teach me, yeah. Trying to copy the style like
I've already figured out what I'm gonna put on the end to close it.
Things that me run down, rub up on my genie, yeah. Follow the lady, yeah. Get to the needy, yeah. If you ain't touching milk,
I'm really excited
about how you getting it in. Don't wanna work for my friends.
I'm just trying to really come up with the right graphic for it. The title of the song is Sexy Bees, yet like
no, I'll be shining out, ready to glow. 36 O's ready to go. Just give me a call, I'm deaf on the road. This shit is so small, we don't even know. But still, I'm running for my people, though. Run for my people, die for my people. Run for my people, die for my people, yeah. Run for my people, die for my people. Run for my Gigi, die for my people, yeah. Die for my people, yeah. Run for my Gigi, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. Die for my Gigi, yeah. Die for my Gigi, yeah. Run for my people, yeah. Nigga forgetting the facts.
So I've got this quote, and I can't remember which video it's in. I think it's this one, where I'm gonna cut the last part out and use it. So yeah, I love this. I've been meaning to put this up on my Buy Me a Coffee, and I will try to get it done today. But I've really been trying to moderate as best I can when using my eyes and without concern. The Safety Act? No, Mark, what's that? But since I'm sitting here in front of the computer. Is an Illinois law pertaining to the criminal justice system, especially pre-arrest diversion, policing, pre-trial sentencing, and corrections. Oh, is this that the one that everyone's labeling the purge, so on and so forth, Mark? No. extensive reform impacting many areas of the criminal justice system, including pre-arrest diversion, policing, pre-trial, sentencing, and corrections. Um, you know what? That before I get a new, yeah, okay. So I am someone who prefers to not just watch or read the news, but to do some research, Mark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to invest in some type of auto reader, um, so that I can do more research. I'm not going to be able to have the, excuse me, physical reading support that I need currently. So the workaround is for me to have something that can read it for me, and then I can hear it and watch it, because the my that portion of my brain is just it's having a hard time recovering, still. So yeah. But yeah, I have heard a lot of things about it. Yet the fact that people are calling it the Purge Law or the Purge Act tells you that it's inaccurate, that they have an inaccurate understanding of it on its face. And from what I understand of it, it is more about, well, I don't even want to say that. I would rather just go ahead. What up, Bo? So basically, looking at what I'm seeing here, it's if you are convicted of certain violent crimes, you won't be allowed out. Not convicted. If you are accused. It says the Safety Act is extensive, incorporating many aspects of criminal justice system and crime victim support. The Act covers three areas of criminal justice reform: policing, pretrial, and corrections. Described in the list below, due to the scope and breadth of the Act, these lists are not detailed and may not be exhaustive. New standards for when police use force. Okay, Mark, we're bullet point number 2 in, and I got a fucking problem. So there you go. That tells you how I'm gonna feel, I guess. But bullet point number 1 is offers new standards for when police use force. Bullet point number 2 requires officers to provide aid after using force. I done put my hands on you. Now here, let me fix your boo-boo. Okay. Requires officers to intervene if other officers are unauthorized, use unauthorized or excessive force. Wait a minute. That wasn't already a damn thing? Prohibits police access to any military equipment surplus program or purchasing specific types. Hallelujah and praise Jesus on that one. We don't need a militarized police force. Requires publishing of any purchase request or receipt of equipment through any military. Yes. Expands use of and changes guidelines and requirements for body-worn cameras who may access review, unless it's to the point where that those body cameras cannot be turned off by those officers, and where anyone who is involved with an officer has immediate access to that body camera footage. Expands officer training on topics including crisis intervention, de-escalation, use of force, high-risk traffic stops, implicit bias, racial and ethnic sensitivity. sensitivity training, and emergency response. Mandates use of force reporting to FBI National Use of Force Database. Damn straight. We didn't have a requirement of reporting deaths in police custody and due to use of force prior to. Yo, black folks, if y'all live in Illinois, y'all gonna want to stay inside for the rest of the motherfucking winter. You hear me? Cause them boys in the gang, they gang in blue. Like any other ones, they gonna go ahead and do what they do. They gonna do it in high fashion right now. Go ahead and get it out the way while they still can't get in too much trouble for it. This is, I don't know, Mark. Creates a statewide decertification process for officers. Allows the Attorney General to investigate, initiate civil lawsuits, and enforce settlements against police agencies that have a pattern of depriving individuals of their rights. Okay. I gotta stop reading now. Thank you though, Mark. That yeah. I'm gonna download the PDF version of this. And I'm gonna put a reader on it. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had seen it, and I was, I knew that people were speaking on it incorrectly, but that's what that's what media does. There's some valid things in there and some things that I would question. I would want to see further evidence or understanding of how they got there. There's been enough of us talking and fussing and complaining about the unrealistic standards that, that's how it goes. So we'll see. But yeah, I have been up here for an hour and 47 minutes, which means I've been sitting here for almost an hour. And I need to get my act right together. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Anybody who watched from the clouds or catches this on the replay, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Should we talk about it? I'll be up this evening for sure. So if you want to talk about it, leave me a comment there. Mark, real talk, I think everybody should pick up and move to Arizona. And then move to Beverly Hills, that is. Y'all go out here to Arizona. We ain't never been out this way. Not in mass. It's different. On purpose. Look into MK Ultra. Urban population centers, disease and drugs. Tucson was not an urban population center. So it doesn't feel the same out here. That's really the long and short of it, without getting into great detail. Anyway, I've got some things on my mind that I want to talk about yet. This and a few others are out there as part of that. So we'll see. Like I said, really, I just want to try and get the whole thing up and running and know that I can do it. Empower a program on my own steam again. So anyway. Exactly, a mass exodus to Arizona. Come on! There's plenty of space out, y'all. Guarantee it. Keep your spirit up. See you in the streams. Deuces.